Hi 6th standard, I am Kavita Singh, your science teacher from Samarpan Gyan School. Today we are going to learn 6th standard, chapter number 5, separation of substance. Now in this picture you can see the different methods of separation like sieving and filtration and decontaining and etc. On, the, on a day-to-day basis, we are faced with a various instances when we are required to separate substance from one another. Whether it is picking out chilies from our parathas, pohas or separating tea leaves from tea while serving it. The need for separation of substance is something we encounter on a daily basis. It is usually because of one or all three of the following reasons. So first reason is here you can see churn. To separate two dissimilar but useful substance like in the case of butter and milk. Milk is churned in order to obtain butter. Here both things are useful. For milk is also useful and butter is also useful. Now second reason is to segregate useless element from the useful ones, like in the tea case of separating tea leaves from the tea. Here we can separate the tea from the tea leaves. Here is unuseful thing is tea leaves and useful thing is tea. Now third reason is to remove and discard impurities or potentially harmful substance like picking out small pieces of stones and other impurities from the rice and wheat. Now in this picture you can see the harmful substance is a stone or anything else. So he is picking out these things from the rice. So these harmful substances are picking outside. Now problem arises when the material to be separated are really small in size or differ in their composition. It is nearly impossible to separate grains of salt from grains of sand by hand or trying to separate oil from water. We might need to use method other than simple hand picking. Even though for a lot of separation process, even hand picking might be enough. And you can see here that is different methods of separation, that is hand picking done by the hand, threshing, winnowing, sieving, sedimentation, decantation and filtration and evaporation also. So we can learn these methods in this lesson. So first method is hand picking. Hand picking, in this picture you can see a person. In this picture you can see a person is picked a stone and or anything else by the hand. So this process is called hand picking. The hand picking is a simple process of separating slightly bigger sized harmful substance or other useful substance or impurities like small pieces of stones, husk and dirt from grain of wheat, pulses and rices is called hand picking. In situations when the quantity of such impurities is not very large, hand picking turns out to be a time saving and convenient process of separating substance. Hand picking is done by the two methods. First is individually, when the person is taking out the harmful substance or single, and the second is it is done by in the group. Now second method is threshing. Threshing, after the crop is harvested, stalks are left to dry under the sun. A single stalk has some 100 pieces of grain seeds joined to it. It is mainly impossible to pluck each grain seed which is very small in size from the stalk. and hence hand picking as a method of separation does not work here. That is why we use method called threshing to separate these grains. You can see in the picture this person is doing threshing. He is not doing hand picking. He is beating the stalk on the floor. So thus the threshing can be defined as the process of separating the edible part, example grain seeds, from the stalk by either with the help of machine, bullocks, or sometime by beating them. Here is threshing is done by beating by the person, but it is done by the hand. Now in the next slide you can see here the threshing is done by the machine. So method of threshing is two types. First is hand, done by the hand, and second is done by the machines. Now next method is winnowing. You can see here in this picture a man is you can see here in this picture person is doing winnowing. What is winnowing? Even when threshing is done, husk or chaff is still attached to the grain seeds, and since the size of the two is quite similar, hand picking does not work and neither does threshing. Hence a method called winnowing can be used. Winnowing can be defined as the method of separating lighter husk particles and heavier grain seeds. You can see in this picture these are the lighter particles, that is husk, and this is the heavier particles, this is called grains. So lighter husk particle and heavier grain seeds components by blowing a current of air through them. The lighter husk particles are carried away by the wind and the grain seeds get separated. This husk can be further used as the fodder for the cattle. Now next is the method sieving. Sieving, sometime even after the grain seeds have passed through the stage of threshing and winnowing, husk may still be attached to the grain, or it may have collected stones and dirt in the earlier stages, which need to be removed, and his separation is usually done with the help of sieve. Sieve is a simple device. This device is called sieve. This device is called sieve. Sieving is a very simple, convenient and time-saving process which particles of varying size can be separated from each other with the help of sieve. Sieve. A sieve is nothing but a simple device with a small process in it which allow finer material like flour to pass through, leaving behind any impurities it might contain. So here today's topic is finished. Now we will meet again with the second part of this lesson. Okay, bye.